Hello, everyone. Thank you for vibing out with me. Today we have hopefully something really good. Carolina and King Gideon are going on a royal retreat with all of their friends. So let's get into it. Right now, Carolina is just saying her last goodbyes, playing with baby girl. She has a couple of little tasks that she has to do. She has to call the technician to have him come out to update the electronics in hopes that he can kind of get those up and running and upgraded before they leave or while they leave. So yeah, let's figure this out. So hopefully everything will be upgraded and ready to go by time her and Gideon gets back from the vacation. Okay, so Carolina right now, everybody is arriving. It looks like Princess Cordelia back there is possibly pregnant. So this looks going to be very interesting. Queen Carolina is up there just, hugging everybody, being charismatic per usual. That is my girl. Just kind of meeting and greeting all of the royals. King Gideon, I'm sure, is around here somewhere, more than likely schmoozing with the people. He's pretty charismatic as well. The getaway right now is starting. So, Carolina, I'm so proud of her. She's came such a long way, especially within the ranks. Her and Duchess Gerara are pretty good friends, and we have Ermelinda. I feel like Ermelinda is kind of like a good mentor to Carolina. She's always been there. She's always kind of like in the background, so we might see her in the background. So this is pretty cool. Like to get everybody kind of just here and just chilling. That's just so awesome. I am going to kind of take a look to kind of see where everybody is going to sleep. It looks like King Gideon, Gerara, and Carolina are going to be sharing a room. I do not know who this bill is by, but hopefully I remember to link it. I do believe this is a very beautiful build. The only thing I really added was just butterflies. But right now, oh, King Gideon is with Cordelia. And of course, this is his butler from home, so he's here kind of helping out. But I feel like King Gideon is kind of like, is everything okay? Cordelia, you kind of seem a little pale in the face. Right now, Carolina's kind of calming down from just all of the hoopla. But yeah, it seems like we have pretty much a lot of people assigned to the beds already. That's pretty kind of cool. Yeah, I really like this build. I really like this build. Seems like everybody is here. Yeah, this is very nice. Like, I think they're gonna have a really good time here. I really do like it. And also, I do apologize if you hear some things in the background. I'm still kind of get my equipment and stuff together. So, yeah, and this is pretty much my first voiceover with Carolina. So, do bear with me. I'm just looking at everything right now. Yeah, this is going to be pretty exciting. Kind of looking at the itinerary. Right now, it seems like probably everybody should be getting something to eat. So yeah. Yeah, it seems like everybody's here kind of making sure that they replenish for a filled day. This is a fitness retreat. So everybody is going to get their fitness on. We have our main director here. And this is, let's see, Beatrice, Enzo, King Gideon. They're making sure they're having their toast and eggs. Again, Melinda is here. It's so cool to kind of have all of our friends here. The person out there is, let's see, our grandmother, Agatha Crumplebottom is our grandmother. She's just checking up on us, making sure everything's fine. Carolina is here still schmoozing, and she needs to get in and get something to eat. But that's so cool. Like, she's out here making sure everybody's okay. She's such a cool queen. Like I said, I absolutely love her. So we're just gonna kind of gossip, seeing how everybody's going. She's meeting the trainers, just seeing how things is gonna work out. Trying to figure out like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. This is on the itinerary. She's pretty excited, very excited. It looks like King Gideon is pretty much, he's working out already. He's already replenished. This is really cool just to kind of see. I do notice that him and Carolina really has not really talked to each other. And I know, like, being royals, they are very busy and just making sure that they are just showing their face around and doing their duties. So, Carolina really was just talking to King Gideon and kind of was like, hey, we need to kind of do something, we need a little break. We need a little break. So, why not having a fitness break and have all the royals here and kind of just whatever happens kind of deal. But of course, keep it prestige, I guess you could say. Here goes Cordelia again. If she is pregnant, I tell you, she is hitting those weights. We have our director over there. For her to be an older lady, she's getting it too. So hopefully that wasn't a bad thing. Looks like Gerara and Tybalt, Ermelinda, everybody's at the pool. This is really cool. I really do like it. It's so relaxing. Unfortunately, it is a cloudy day, so that kind of sucks, but that's okay. It seems like everybody is still enjoying themselves. But yeah, Gideon and Carolina just felt like this is a much needed vacation for everyone and kind of just build. There's not a lot of drama within the royal court with anyone right now. Everybody seems to get along, besides, of course, Tybalt and the Monty family. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, it's cool to see everybody. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and Ermelinda, I tell you, she had to be that girl back in the day. She had to be. I mean, the heels with the swimsuit, and that's one thing Carolina just absolutely admires. She's like, when I get older, I definitely want to be like you. You are goals right now. I mean, just look at her. She is cutting it. Okay, so it looks like, oh no. So, okay, it looks like my director has passed out. And the thing was, I know she was over there pumping iron. So she must have overexerted herself. So, oh my goodness. Oh, and Cordelia's like, oh my goodness. I cannot believe. Okay, so hopefully they will get us a new director. That is so sad. King Gideon is like, oh my goodness. Wow. Carolina right now, she is out there. She's like, after everything that was going on, let me kind of just chill out, before she has to dress everyone. Anaya here is, Anaya is a good family friend. Just pretty much she's liking the vibe of, Gideon. Just being, there for a person in need. That's pretty awesome. But Carolina's like, look, I need to kind of just decompress after the death of our director. I'm hoping everything is good. Okay. Great. Yeah. So Carolina's like, hey, Tori, which is our yoga instructor. She's like, I really enjoyed the class. You did your thing. You really did. Like, thank you. Like, after everything was going on, I'm glad that I am able to decompress. Thank you, girl. She's like, you know what? Maybe you hit the spot. Maybe you need to do that. Girl, you got to do some self-care. She was like, you know what? I'm going to take you up on that. Let me go ahead and get up in this spa. So yeah, it's already starting out day one being kind of a little a little lot for Carolina, but I'm glad she is able to decompress. Yeah, I don't know why she's in these clothes, but it is what it is. This is what she wants. She's relaxed. It's fine. Let's not let's not break that. Okay, King Gideon looks like he's here. He's in the jacuzzi with Jirara, Tiago, and Bolt. They're like, oh my goodness, what a day. Gideon again, he's really good friends with Jirara. Jirara is, she's a good duchess. She's like I said, if I haven't said it, like she's pretty good friends with Carolina. So she's like a best friend right now. So she is pretty close with both of them. King Gideon, just likes the company of everyone. Like I said, everything has been really good. Kind of, let's see, just kind of telling some funny stories, kind of getting to know everybody, seeing, what's going on in the French court. This is good. This is a good bonding experience. I do have vampires here, so you may see them poof out here and there. It's so funny. But yeah, I really do think King Gideon and Jirara definitely are getting very close. I feel like Jirara, of course, she's not the queen, but she kind of has a little bit more free time on her hands. So her and Gideon definitely talk a lot. And of course, Jirara, she is Queen Carolina's advisor. So she is around a lot, so we will see that. And I really do feel like King Gideon really admires that about her. Hey, so it looks like King Gideon's brother is just checking in to see how he's doing. So that's pretty nice. His brother Daryl, him and his brother are very close. King Gideon kind of does have like this little underlying jealousy, just because he feels like his brother is just, he's not in the limelight right now, but he's just doing his thing. Looks like Gideon and Jirara became really good friends. It seems like everybody's leaving, so everybody seems like they're still gathered around the jacuzzi. Seems like they left and came back. But that's cool. I mean, this is a very relaxing day. It's very hot. This is what they needed, just to kind of have this bonding experience. It seems like King Gideon and Jirara are kind of getting a little close. It seems like they both dipped together. I'm not too sure what's going on. I'm kind of feeling a little something with them too. Just a little something. Gideon is meeting our yoga instructor Tori. I'm just kind of getting to know her, just like how long you've been doing yoga. Do you have your own practice? Okay, right now it looks like Carolina, she's going up and getting something to eat after a long day of yoga and just, of course, with the director dying. This is the time where everybody they're like, okay, working up an appetite. Let's get something to eat before bed. Carolina's coming in here. I'm not too sure exactly what she's going to eat. It seems like usually people just have the food out. I'm not too sure if this is kind of like working. I feel like even though we have people designated to eat or to make the food, they're not really doing that, and it's kind of just anybody and everybody. But okay, Carolina's gonna walk through the table, but it looks like Enzo made some churros, so she's probably gonna go over there and get some churros. Cordelia is still here. Gideon has came back, and it looks like we do have a new director. So that's cool. And she's much younger, so hopefully we'll not have any accidents this time. But yeah, Carolina and Gideon, like they're still really not like talking. And I understand like it's kind of like business. And they don't really display a lot of their affection outside of the the palace, I guess you would say. But that's fine. It looks like Jirara is here. Everybody is kind of just coming in and eating. So, yeah, I know they don't display much of their affection outside of the palace, but I do notice that they're not really talking. It could be some underlining there. I know they have been very stressed with doing their noble ability or noble duties and different things like that. Again, I am seeing Jirara over there with King Gideon. So, I'm not too sure. I'm thinking there's something going on. And, maybe Carolina's picking up that, she might be. She might be sensing something. Yeah, like he's making himself a protein drink. I was having a little bit of glitches here and there, but there is a lot of people on this lot. I think there was like at least 20 people that's supposed to be here with this retreat, but yeah, again, like Carolina's nowhere to be around, but again, I'm looking at Gideon and Gerard, kind of like they're kind of like avoiding each other in a way. He's kind of looking at her. She's looking at him. He's got his shirt off and, she's getting in shape and things like that. So, and then Agatha, too, our grandmother, I think she's kind of like looking like, wait a minute. Okay. I feel like people are looking, they're looking. Gerard is sitting down and, they're talking. They're just like, what a day, and I feel like he's liking what he's seeing. He's gonna kind of just ask her a couple of questions, like how are you? Kind of like I feel like he would say like you look good. He's asking her, you still single? Is this this is so funny. And she's answering it with grace too. Like she's answering it with grace. I do apologize. That was my phone. But she's answering it with grace. I feel like here, he kind of wants to kind of just get to know her a little bit, like a little deeper. Like, are you dating? Have you found anyone? Like someone? And again, look at Ermelinda. I tell you, Ermelinda is on it too. I tell you, the elders, they do not disappoint. They are on it. But yeah, he's kind of just like how I just can't believe that you're still single. You haven't found anyone. You have a great personality. You're there for your friends. And he's kind of just gonna just flirt just a little bit, just a little bit. He's like you're looking good. You're taking care of yourself. I see you're doing self care. Yeah, and she's like, thank you, Gideon, thank you. I really appreciate it. It is very hard, and I know my dad, he wants me to find someone, and and I feel like he's like, let's I'm a little tired, but let's go outside. It's a very nice, a very nice day. Let's go and stargaze. Yeah, these two are, yeah, they're definitely, look at them. He's like, I thank you for coming out here with me. And she's like, yeah, look at them. It's like, I really, you and Carolina are just such good friends to me. And he's like, yeah, thanks, Shirara, I really appreciate the stars. I thank you, just to take this time, for me. She's like, of course, Gideon. Like, you guys are my friends, and look at them. They're getting close. I don't know. I don't know. And Carolina, I wonder what she's doing. But yeah, they're gonna I'm gonna queue up some things here, but yeah, they're definitely getting close. You know, he's liking this time. Carolina is asleep, and they are right outside the cabin. Drama. So yeah, they're just getting up, and he's gonna come over and he's gonna hug her and just say, "Hey, thank you for just spending this night with me. It was really good after today." And he's just like, I hope that everything is okay, with you. I know that we witnessed that death earlier. And I just wanted to just check in and see if you were fine. And she's like, you know what? Thank you so much. Gideon, you're such a really good friend. And Carolina is just so lucky to have you. And he's like, thank you for that, Gerara. And she's just checking on him, making sure everything is okay. And, thanking him for a nice, lovely night as well. Yeah. Yeah, these two something's going on, but he's gonna just call it a night and again say thank you, and he's just gonna go ahead and go off, and she is too gonna go to sleep.